Hi, Jack.
Hi.
This is the CoasterBois Podcast, first episode. I'm sorry if my mic sounds a little weird. I have to hold it up to my mouth.
I have to do that too. You're not the only one.
Mine's literally touching my chin.
Mine is like 2 inches from my mouth.
Yeah, you can probably hear like everything I'm doing. But
And
Jack, what is the first topic that we're going to be talking about today?
the first topic is strata coasters, or just tall coasters in general.
Yeah, we're just going to be talking about first really tall coasters. I'm Nick. I'm with Jack. So Jack,
Right.
why don't you enlighten us real quick? What was considered like to be the very first like super tall coaster, like the first hyper? We're gonna do that first hyper.
It was Magnum. Which was 1989, I think. Yeah, Magnum at Cedar Point, and it
Dang.
was Arrow.
89.
89.
That was like
It was
dang. I thought hypers were like the 90s.
Hypers. Gigas were like the very beginning of the 2000s, and Hypers were
I knew
like
that.
made throughout the 90s. Yeah.
Yeah. Well, I mean, I forgot. Why do I have this weird feeling that the first Strata coaster came first? That Top Thrill Dragster came before Millennium Force.
No, Top Thrill Dragster was 03. Millennium Force was 2000.
Okay. I was about to say I had this weird feeling that Strata coasters came before Gigas.
Well, are we going into the conception of like the first actual Stratocoaster was Tower of Terror, or are we just saying it's Top Thrill Dragster?
If we're talking first, if we're talking shuttle coasters, I feel like there's a Giga shuttle coaster that came.
Well, if we're being technical, I count like Superman Escape and Tower of Terror. I count those as Stratas personally.
Yeah, I mean they're over 400 feet, so they would be Stratocoasters. The
Yeah,
only thing that I'm thinking is like,
this is the full circuit thing.
yeah, the full circuit. If we're talking full circuit Stratos, there's only two, and it's Top Thrill Dragster and King Ka. But
Yeah, but I would say that there's like, well, there was four because Tower of Terror isn't open anymore, but there's three Stratas in the world then.
yeah, and I mean I just really need to go and ride them all. I mean that would be awesome. I just you rode
I've
Top Thrill
only
Dragster, right?
Yeah, I rode Dragster. I've rode Dragster like 2 or 3 times.
Dang, see that's something that is on my bucket list. I really need to get to Cedar Point one day.
Yeah, Dragster's phenomenal. Cedar Point's just phenomenal, but we could go into a whole other thing about how great Cedar Point is.
Yeah, I mean, there's a lot of parks that we could just go into, just like straight have a whole episode on like a soul park.
Oh, totally. Would
Yeah.
you wanna go back to the earlier days of tall coasters?
I mean, we could start there and just work our way forward. I mean,
All
like,
right, so Magnum was 89 and it was Arrow, and I think Cedar Point had Magnum planned like a couple years before they did it because they were still trying to like break records back then. I'm pretty sure.
I mean, everyone's still trying to do that. Like, did you see all the stuff that they put for Valor event? Have you seen the poster that's in the queue line? Oh my goodness,
Yeah,
it's the tallest drop on a dive coaster. Like, that's so gimmicky.
but it's Valraven. Valraven is like overhyped anyway.
Uh, yeah, I mean, I've never rode a dive coaster. Again, I'm going to just put this out there in the first episode. I believe I only have 21 credits, and it's kind of driving me crazy. I need to get some more there.
I have my credit list somewhere. I gotta find it out, but I know I have like all of Kings Island and all of Cedar Point and
I have,
Kentucky Kingdom.
I have,
Some of them.
no, you don't have all of Kentucky Kingdom. You've told me
No, I said
before.
some of them.
Yeah, you
I
told me.
have like two or three of them.
Yeah, you still need to ride Storm Chaser and Kentucky Flyer, right?
Yeah, well, I have credits from when it was still a Six Flags park though, when I was like a kid.
Oh, so
Because
you
I
have like
have the.
Chang,
I don't have Chang. I have Grease Lightning though.
Grease Lightning.
Yeah, I had. That's the only like pre, like new Kentucky Kingdom credit that I have.
Hmm. All right. Well,
Although if we want to be technical, you can just go to Great Adventure and be on Chang, and then say it's for Chang.
it's a different ride. I mean,
It's
it's the same
it's the
ride,
same
different
ride.
theme. Like, I I would count them as separate credits because they got moved.
I
That's
say,
what I would
well,
do.
that goes into the question of do you count separate like names as separate credits? Well, are you one of those people that's like Medusa and Bizarro are different rides?
Uh, Med- Hold on, let me think of that. If it goes from stand up to floorless, that's a different credit, in my opinion, because you're getting a
No,
whole.
no, no, no. It didn't do that. Medusa was always a floorless. Literally, the only thing they did was I'm pretty sure they repainted the track and like added extra stuff that made it like Bizarro.
Did it stay at the same park?
Yes, it didn't move at all.
That would be the same credit, but in my list, I would just put like a slash, like Medusa slash Bizarro.
I don't think. I think more people have the Bizarro credit anyway, though.
Yeah. I mean, Medusa's kind of rare. But we're getting off
Well,
topic. Back to the big, giant, tall coasters.
back to the big coasters. Okay, so we got Magnum opened in '89 for $8 million, which
That's pretty cheap for a
that's kind of cheap in the coaster world.
hyper coaster, at least.
Well, I don't think they knew how much it was going to cost back then to make. Holy crap! It was the tallest roller coaster in the world until '94.
What came out in '94?
Big one at Blackpool Pleasure Beach.
Dang.
I said Big Man.
Hmm.
And then it was the
It
tallest,
had that
and
record
then
for quite a while. Jeez.
it had that. No, it didn't. It was only till '96, because then Fujiyama opened it at
No,
Fuji
I'm
Q
talking
Highland.
Maverick.
Oh, Magnum.
Magnum. Maverick. Why do I get
Magnum-
those two mixed up all the time? They got so
Probably
similar
because they're at the
names.
same park.
They got the similar names at the same park. I want to ride both of them.
Yeah, so Magnum had the record for like 5 years, and then Big One had it for like 2, and then Fujiyama opened at Fuji Q Highland.
And then just like a bunch of stuff started taking it. Like pretty much every year something broke that record.
Yeah, then Tower of Terror.
Tower of
Let's
Terror
see.
was tallest
Tower of
until
Terror
Top Thrill Dragster.
and I think so.
Because Tower of Terror was a Stratocoaster.
Yeah.
So the Stratocoaster, I was right. The Stratocoaster did come before the Giga, right?
Yeah, basically, yeah. Although if you're talking about
If we're
the
talking
closed
full
circuit,
yeah. If we're
Yeah.
talking full circuit, it's
but
Giga before Strata.
yeah, but
but-
technically you're right because it is a Strata.
Yeah,
so
we're
I
gonna
would,
count
I
shuttle
would give you that.
coasters. We're gonna count shuttle
So
coasters.
it was that. Then it was Tower of Terror, and then it was Superman Escape is the exact same height as Tower of Terror.
The
Then it
exact
was Top
same?
Thrill Dragster. Yeah, it's the same height.
Hmm.
Then it was Top Thrill Dragster, and finally it's King Ka. It's still been King Ka since like 2006 or something. I have to look that up though.
And we're gonna bring this up before we start talking, like going more in depth on like newer Gigas and newer Stratas. I'm going to bring up something that like gets Jack really mad. They're saying that Saudi
keep
Arabia is wanting to break King the Kaza record at their Six
Jesus
Flags
Christ,
Qiddiya
they're not
Park.
gonna do it.
They're not gonna do it, but I need to look up how. Hold on, I'm gonna look up how tall they want to make it. It's called Falcon's Flight.
Also, King Ka has had the record for 14 years.
Jeez.
Yeah. Because it's a freaking Intamin gimmick coaster. Of course, nobody's going to be like, we're going to break the record again, because Intamin is freaking insane, and then they do everything weird.
Yeah. Hold on. I'm looking up the stats for Falcon's Flight.
It's going to be some ridiculous stats that aren't even, like, humanly possible.
They're aiming. Oh, it's a YouTube link. Hold on. I have to pause it before it starts. All right. So Falcon's Flight at Six Flags Qiddiya. They want the tallest, the longest, and the fastest roller coaster. That's what they're saying.
Jesus Christ.
No opening date or stats.
Why in God's name would you open a coaster like that at one of the most experimental amusement parks ever and then go for, like, 3 of the best coaster records? I just don't think that's possible.
It's
going
gonna
to
cost way too much money.
They're not going to, because they can't beat King Ka. I guarantee you they can't beat Formula Rossa or Rosa or however. And what was the third one you said they were going for?
King Ka, Formula Rossa is the fastest. They're looking for tallest, fastest, and what was the third one?
I was going to say, because I guarantee you it can't
longest.
beat that one either.
Longest. They want to beat Steel Dragon.
They're not going to beat Steel Dragon.
7.5 minutes.
That thing's massive.
Dragon. It's long.
That puts the Beast to shame. That's the longest Woody.
Holy cow! They want to beat the world's tallest drop ride record at the same park.
What is this?
How much money do they want? Oh, it's Saudi Arabia. They have lots of money. I feel like they could afford it. There's no.
Yeah, but it's also
yet.
Six Flags. And if there's anybody that doesn't know how to properly handle money, it's Six Flags.
That's why they're doing all this. But here's my thing with King Ka. The world's tallest drop tower is actually built on the side of King Ka. I forget what it's called.
Zumanjaro Drop a Doom.
Yes, I want to ride that. That looks awesome. Both of them look awesome. But
my only issue with that is that they can't run at the same time.
They can't?
No, they can't.
It's
like a violation of like New Jersey law or something.
I could see that. It seems a little dangerous. But so they're looking to beat 2 records that both stand on the same spot of King Ka. And I know with Falcon's Flight, they want to make it over 500 feet tall, and they want it to be a Terra coaster. I just don't see that happening. It's too tall.
Not even that. Well, it is too tall, but like just nothing adds. Six Flags are like the kings of promising parks and promising like all these coasters, and they never do it ever.
I feel like some of the only stuff they've really succeeded on is like they have El Toro, right? Just making sure on that.
Yeah, they have El Toro.
I knew that. I was just making sure. That's really the only like promised thing that they like delivered. I feel like, and I mean, I've never rode El Toro, but I've heard from lots of sources that it's the best.
Everybody
Woody in
says
the
it's
world.
like the best Woody. So
Yeah, I mean, I need to get out to ride it, but
well, Six Flags already has like 4 parks in their in the pipeline. They have Six Flags Nanjing, I believe is how you pronounce that, and then Six Flags Chongqing, or no, we're not there yet. Then Six Flags Nanjing, and then Six Flags Qiddiya. So that's 4 parks.
And they want
all of them.
I was looking at the stats. They want Falcon's Flight at Six Flags Qiddiya to open in 2023.
That's not. No, that's not.
They would have to start building it like right now, and the park hasn't even like been conceived yet. It hasn't started
That's
building.
Not gonna happen. It's not gonna happen, and like you couldn't set a date where that would be possible. You just can't.
Honestly, like, let's be honest now. If they did open Falcon's Flight and it was an actual thing, you would want to get out there within the first 2 months of the ride, because after that, it's gonna close. I guarantee it. There's no way.
Well,
maintenance would
another
cost
question
too
I
much.
have is why they were like, "Hey, we're gonna shoot for a Terra coaster. Let's put it in a park in Saudi Arabia."
Like, of all places.
Why?
Like, I mean,
why
here's
not
the
put
thing.
it in Magic Mountain
Here's
or
the
Great Adventure?
here's the thing with Saudi Arabia. What they want is they want the best stuff. I believe it was them who approached Six Flags, and if I'm not mistaken, I saw somewhere where it's not an actual Six Flags park. They're just leasing the name off for like lots of money. And
Is that kind of like Tokyo Disneyland?
I think so. But like it's not an actual Six Flags owned park from what I'm seeing, and they're just leasing the name. I've heard that. I've seen it. I'm not sure if there's any truth to that, but that's what I saw, and that's why Six Flags Qiddiya wants to break the record, is because it's Six Flags, and they obviously want, or not Six Flags, it's Saudi Arabia, and they just want it all. They want the biggest and the baddest.
Well, I guarantee you, Six Flags doesn't give 2 craps about Six Flags Qiddiya until they actually, if they actually manage to do it, they're gonna start showering them with all of this like money. But until then, it's just like a side project. It's the redheaded stepchild of the Six Flags family.
Yeah, I mean, just Six Flags Qiddiya is just so ambitious, and that's all it is ambition. Like, if they want to break the record and they go like, how tall is Kingda Ka? Like 417 feet?
Give me 1 second.
I think it's 417. I mean, go like 420 or like
456.
456. Holy cow, that's bigger than I thought. Just go like 460 or like 465. Don't go past 500, because like I saw something like a POV video that said it wanted to be like 517 feet, and I'm like, what are they smoking? Because that's just too.
Why not just do 500? If you're really that ambitious, just stop at 500. Because
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure the Magnum and Millennium Force did the exact same thing. They didn't like shoot. I mean, they might have, but I don't think they like shot for like extra stuff. I think they just went for what they went for.
That's what they need to do. And like honestly, I don't even think they need that. I mean, if they really want to break the record, break it by like 2 or 3 feet. If they really want to break the fastest, that's gonna be hard. They're gonna need to launch it, because they want it to have a lift hill, and the Stratocoaster
There
have
is
a lift hill.
okay. Well, not only that. Do you know how much space it would take to do a Terra lift hill?
It would be absolutely massive.
Ridiculous.
Like, it would need to be almost a vertical lift hill and a vertical drop.
Yeah.
Like, it would just need to be a giant top hat, and it would just need to go fast.
Okay, apparently Millie went for 310, and Magnum. Let me find that one. Magnum went for 205, so they went like slightly over.
That's
Which
like
I'm sure that
huge.
was impressive in 1989, but you know.
Just to think, Cedar Point. No, they didn't. I was gonna say they broke their own record twice, but I forgot about Tower Terror. If you're talking full circuit, yeah, they broke their record twice. But
So
if you're
they consistently broke that record, yeah.
yeah, they were like, hey, we have the tallest. Why not do it again?
And then again,
Yeah. And then
I
Six
don't know.
Flags
That
was like,
Cedar
nope,
Point,
King Dakar.
yeah, Cedar Point was kind of gimmicky about that though, because Cedar Point was the same park that tried to pass off Gemini as being the tallest and fastest coaster in the world at one point. Which I think there's an article about that.
I do know that I need to ride steel engines.
Yeah, you really do.
I know I love roller coasters, and I just hit my mic. I just hit my headphones with a walking stick.
No, that's not good.
All right, I know it's not good. But see, I need to get out there because there's just like all this type of stuff that I want to ride. I need a Strata coaster credit. I need a Giga credit, which I will be getting a Giga credit.
How do you not have a Giga credit?
I will be getting one. Okay, this I believe, I don't know when we're going. We're going to Kings Island. I'm going to be riding Orion. It's gonna
Do you know how many people are going to contest you having that credit? They're going to be like, it's not really a Giga credit.
Okay, if it hits 300 feet, it's a Giga credit. Oh, I don't care.
No, they're going to make some BS up.
Yeah, I don't care.
It's not really a Giga.
It's a Giga. I don't care. But I've seen actual like pictures of Orion's lift hill because they finished the lift hill.
Yeah, they topped it off.
Yeah, and I've seen pictures of it from like the street, and like it must be in like the far back of the park because from what I'm seeing in the street view pictures, Diamondback is taller, and I'm kind of surprised.
No, it's literally like Orion is where Firehawk was, which was in the like complete back left corner of the park.
Yeah, I remember that because I have the Firehawk credit. I have almost every.
I have
Kings Island
Firehawk
credit.
too.
I
have all the credits for Kings Island.
I am missing the Great Pumpkin Coaster, Woodstock Express, and of all things, the Bat. I don't have the Bat's credit.
How do you not have the Bat?
Because when I went, everyone said it's a really long line and the ride's overrated. And
dude, I love the Bat.
I know. I was like, and then I'm like seeing all these reviews like the Bat is like one of the only aero suspendeds left. There's only like what, 2?
The Bat.
Because Big Bad Wolf isn't there anymore.
No, Big Bad Wolf is gone.
Dude,
I love the Bat. I love the Bat. Yeah, I need to find out how many suspendeds there are left because there used to be like
there's only 2,
like 20 or something.
I think there's only 2, but I need to get out and ride the Bat, and I'm going to this year. And everyone was like, it's a long line, and it's not a good ride, and it feels like you're gonna fall out of your seat. And it's like that's what makes a roller coaster.
Yeah. Well, my issue with the Bat has like the worst like just setup of line in all of Kings Island because you have to do that really long walk to get to the back, and then you have to like stand on the weird stairs, and then you have to like just circle around, and then you eventually get there, but it takes like forever.
Yeah, all right, we're getting off topic, but I'm going to ask one more off-topic question before we try and steer our way back to Strata, Giga.
Well, hey, wait, I have to find out how many aero suspendeds are left.
Yeah, while you're doing that, I'm going to ask this question. So, have you heard the story of the person that died while riding the Bat?
You mean the original Bat?
Yes.
That didn't happen.
I know. I was gonna bring that up because I was told for the longest time. Like I was told
you were told incorrectly.
Yeah, I was told by many people for like the longest time. Like someone died on the Bat. I remember it in the news. And one day we were talking about roller coasters, and I was just like, "Did someone really die?" Because I feel like then they wouldn't have renamed a new one the Bat. I feel like they wouldn't want to honor that roller coaster, and I feel like the park would still be like super more strict on their restraints. So I looked it up and I actually found out it was an urban legend. I forgot how it started, but nobody has died on the Bat. I think someone did get injured. I think they got like their ear almost cut off or something. That is true, I believe.
I think the main reason that people like started, well, for one, there's been like a weirdly high death toll at Kings Island. That's kind of weird. You could go into a whole episode about that.
Someone almost died from Son of Beast. Brain hemorrhages.
Son of Beast is, again, an entirely other episode that could take like forever to talk
on that.
Oh, hell yeah, we could. But the Bat, I think the only reason that people put so much stock in that like urban legend is just because of how like little it was open.
Yeah.
Because I think the Bat opened in like 81.
Well, I mean, if that's true, then you could say someone died on Windjammer Surf Racer's yellow track. Let's be real now.
Okay, so the Bat opened in 81. I'm pretty sure it was closed for all of 1982, and then it closed in 83.
That was barely open.
Oh, yeah, dude.
But the new ones
would have been... impossible to get that credit.
Yeah, the original bat, like, if you have that credit, like,
That's an
oh my
insane credit.
goodness, like, because, like, I remember, like, it was a maintenance nightmare because the carts did the natural banking, so, like, there's no need to add banking, and the thing
Dude,
stressed out the tracks.
if you watch like the POV of the bat, you can see it like slamming into the chassis as it's like going
Yeah.
into the second lift hill. And apparently it ate up shock absorbers like a madman.
I could tell. Honestly, like, I know I'm gonna put this on YouTube, and I'm probably gonna put this in the Apple Podcasts app if I figure that out. But if you're watching on YouTube, then comment down below, like, do you have the original bat credit? Like, if someone does,
God,
I would
that'd
love
be
to try.
insane.
I would love to try and get them on the show. Like, to be completely
That'd be
honest, like,
great.
just to describe how the bat was to them.
I really hope they keep the station for Bat and Vortex because, like, it's already survived one death.
How on earth will they get rid of the station for Vortex?
I was say they can't do that because
They still have the station
such
for
like a
Son of
classic
Beast.
station.
The Son of Beast station is
true.
still there.
I don't know how the Son of Beast station is still there.
They use it for Halloween events.
What? That's fucking every station. Every station gets used for Halloween events.
That's true. I don't know. It's like a haunted house. But so.
Oh, by the way, there's 15 suspendeds open still.
I'm talking Arrow suspended.
No, yeah, Arrow suspended. There's 15
There's
of them.
15? Jeez.
There's Iron Dragon.
I knew that one.
Dreamcatcher. I have no idea how to pronounce that park. Ninja at Magic Mountain. Vampire at Chessington Worlds of Adventures. Vortex at Canada's Wonderland.
Vortex at
the
Canada's
Bat.
Wonderland was the one I knew.
Yeah. Sky Coaster and Dream World. I don't know what that is. Clone Zone at the Milky Way. Pterodon Flyers at Islands of Adventure.
Jeez, there's a lot.
Vlarumis, I believe is how you pronounce that.
Vlarumis?
Yeah, I'm not even going to try to pronounce that park name.
I'm guessing it's in, like, the Netherlands or something.
It's in some, yeah, probably. Skyrider at Skyline Park. Vertigo at Wallaby, Belgium. Canopy Flyer at Universal Studios, Singapore. And, wait, are these all arrows? I feel like these aren't all arrows. There's no way they're all arrows.
I highly doubt they're all arrows.
Yeah, I need to check.
But, all right, so we're going to go back on topic. Apparently we can do a whole episode on suspended coasters.
4, 5. Oh, yeah, there's 5 arrows left, by the way.
Okay, that sounds more like it.
I was like, there's no way there's 15 arrows left.
All right, so here's my question of the day.
Back to the subject at hand.
Yeah, back to the original topic. An inverted Giga coaster. Do you see it happening?
Jesus Christ, I don't know because I feel like the only person that could tackle that efficiently would be B&M, and I don't know if they'd want to screw with that.
B&M likes to play it safe. Honestly, like
if Intamin would maybe do it. That's like some crazy crap that Intamin would throw on the wall and be like, we can probably do that.
Watch Vekoma try and do it or something.
Vekoma's getting ambitious. I'll give him that.
Vekoma's getting very ambitious, and last time they got ambitious, the SLC was created. And oh my goodness, I've only rode one, and
That's not true. That wasn't the last. The last time they got ambitious was the Flying Dutchman.
Oh yeah,
which, to be fair, worked about
bad.
the same amount, but
they're not that bad.
I didn't mind Firehawk. I thought Firehawk was okay.
Firehawk was like
it was a maintenance nightmare, but it was fun.
Yeah.
I mean, they made it better when they went back and they did like Tatsu and all that, which it's not Vekoma, but it's like a way better flying coaster.
It's not a B&M flyer.
No,
nothing. I feel like B&M
is Tatsu Intamin or is it B&M?
I have no idea, but I feel like B&M and RMC are like the kings of roller coasters at the moment. And B&M has always been on top, but RMC is coming up there very fast, especially with something like the Jersey Devil and Iron Gwazi coming out.
Yeah, Tatsu's B&M, which doesn't shock me.
No, not at all.
Because that's some crazy crap they try to do.
Banshee. But back to the topic.
Banshee.
B&M, I feel like eventually they're going to be like, yo, we need this. We need this like under our belt before someone else does. And they're going to come out with a Giga inverted, which is super dangerous, but it's...
I don't know, man. I feel like B&M is like... It's not like they're not getting business. They can keep doing floorlesses and all that stuff and like not even break a sweat.
Totally.
They pump out rides like insane. Like they don't need any help from like crazy stuff.
Because they're safe. Like B&M is the safest like ride manufacturer.
I would say so, yeah.
Yeah, I mean like Vekoma, they had T3. The carts crashed last year on that at Kentucky Kingdom. That's why they're only running one now.
I like how they're running the worst one, right?
Oh, jeez. Of course.
The
Of
orange
all of
one,
them.
right?
Yeah, I asked a poll on Reddit. I was like, yo, like, who actually enjoys T3? And everyone was like, back before they got rid of the orange cart, like, I was fine with it, but now they're like, I don't know.
I feel like there was no point in trying to save T3 when
Not
they
at all.
redid Kentucky Kingdom.
In my opinion, I don't see T3 lasting another 5 years.
T3's not gonna let T3 has the thing. It's a prototype. That's the bad part.
Yeah. All right. Kentucky Kingdom will be a park that we could do later because it is our home park. Jack hasn't been in years, but it is our home park.
I've been since it was reopened.
Yeah, so have I. I went last month.
I
with our
don't
Halloween
have
event.
I don't have a freaking season pass to use. Next year we'll go. We'll go a lot.
Dude, I'm busy. Next year. Oh, I forgot. Next year, I think I might be getting the most inversions credit. I think.
Oh Jesus Christ! I
think
forgot you might be going to Alton Towers.
I might be going to Alton Towers next summer. I'm going to Europe to play with my band. Not my band, but a band, Kentucky Ambassadors in Music. I play the tuba. And I'm going to Europe to play with them. And I might, depending on time restraints, I might be able to hop
I
on.
pray that you do it.
Honestly, I wish, because like I'm just going to go to my group, like, guys, we got to get this done. Like, if we got the time, we got to go to Alton Towers. And honestly, if they're like, we only have time to ride one, it's the Smiler.
How expensive are Alton Towers tickets?
I don't know. I need to look that up. But
I was gonna say, I don't think they're terrible.
They're not terrible, no. But I've just been seeing videos of the Smiler, and honestly, I think that once that record gets beaten, don't expect another. I'd say Smiler's open for 2 more years because that's been a maintenance nightmare too. It's crashed a few times.
I was say, Smiler had that huge accident too.
Yeah. Oh, my voice cracked. But
Ooh.
I need to get the Smiler's credit before it closes.
I will be going to Canada's Wonderland next summer.
Oh, you're gonna get Leviathan.
Yeah, I'm gonna get Leviathan and brag about it. See, I feel like had I said this like 4 years ago or something, people would be like, "Oh my God, Leviathan!" But like now, it's like it's kind of good, but it's not Fury.
Yeah. Now we're back to Gigas, and to top that off, there is.
It still counts as a tall coaster. Gigas go in that category. We can talk about Gigas.
Yeah. No. Wait. We were talking about hypers earlier.
We were talking about fucking suspendeds.
Yeah, we were talking about suspendeds for like no reason. And just an FYI, the only Chance hyper coaster belongs to Kentucky Kingdom. It's Lightning Run. It's pretty fun. I like it. Lightning Run has a great first drop.
Is Lightning Run a hyper?
Lightning Run is a hyper.
Are you serious?
It is the only Chance ride's hyper. Hold on.
Wait. Do we count what was that one ride that Chance did? Okay, no. Lightning Run is not a hyper.
What?
The model is the Hyper GTX, but it is not a hyper.
Are you serious? I was told Lightning Run was a hyper.
No. It's half a hyper.
It's only 100 feet?
Yeah.
Now I can see it.
It was a hyper.
Now that I'm thinking of it, I was like, because when I was writing it, I was like, this doesn't seem as tall as Diamondback.
Okay, yeah, there would be a lot more of an issue if they were rocking a hyper on the front of the park. I don't think the airport would allow a hyper.
No, because like they're right next to it.
Yeah. I was like, what the fuck is he talking about? Lightning Run is not a hyper.
Be quiet. I don't know. I saw something and like I feel like everyone just like yelled at me. Like in the comments or like people listening were just like,
it's
what
not
is
really
this
a
guy's
hyper
problem? All right, so
I feel like Chance had another hyper coaster. No, like an actual hyper coaster. I need to look that up though. Wait, I have an idea. Hang on. Because I think I know what coaster it is too.
Oh my goodness, there's 2 roller coasters called Intimidator. There's one.
Yeah, Intimidator and Intimidator 305.
Huh, I didn't know that.
Did you just realize that?
I mean, whenever people said Intimidator, I always thought they were talking about Intimidator 305 at Dominion. But
no, well, I mean, that's the better one, but still.
Yeah. Because I was looking and I actually, holy cow, wait, hold on. Intimidator 305, the first Giga coaster built since Steel Dragon 2000 in 2000 was announced in 2009. Then Cedar Fair CEO and Dale Earnhardt Jr. Dale Earnhardt Incorporated CEO Jeff Steiner and Dale Earnhardt's daughter were in attendance at the announcement because it's based on racing, isn't it?
Yeah, that's like the
It's
theme.
themed to Dale Earnhardt. I'm not joking. This is
Did you not know that?
No.
For the love of God, you need to brush up.
Honestly, like, I know I do. But Intimidator 305 is at the top of my bucket list roller coasters.
I'll say I-305 is pretty great.
Have you rode it?
No, but it looked great, so.
That first drop I've heard is like the most intense moment on a roller coaster.
You know, it would be Volcano, but, stuff happens.
Volcano.
Anaconda.
But
okay, I was wrong about Chance or whatever because I thought that they did the redesign of Phantom's Revenge, but it was actually D.H. Morgan.
Yeah.
I don't know why I thought that.
Morgan and Chance are such generic names.
Yeah, but I just mixed them together.
If you had to name your top 2 bucket list coasters, would they both be Gigas or Stratas?
I would not put King to Ka up there. I can just tell you that now. Yeah, Fury. Fury's in the top, which is a Giga. So yeah.
Yeah, my top 2. Honestly, they change all the time. It's 1 and 2 is Fury 325, and Intimidator 305. Not Intimidator at Carowinds, but
what's wrong with Intimidator?
Nothing. It's just Intimidator 305 it's been number 1 for about a week now, and about a week ago it was Fury, and then 2 weeks ago it was Intimidator, and it's just switching all the time. The top of my bucket list, so I'm
just have it be 1A and 1B. Just do that.
Intimidator 305 and Fury. Those are my top 2. I need to ride those.
We could do an entire episode about the BS that is King's Dominion.
What are you talking about?
All okay.
We're not.
The fact that they've removed 15 million coasters.
Okay, yeah, let's bring that up real quick. How on earth could they remove Volcano and leave their Aero Looper?
Okay, we're not even discussing just Volcano, because you could go into they took out Shockwave and then they
But Volcano was the first launched inverted coaster, wasn't it?
I think so, yeah.
So why on earth would they take that out and leave in an Aero Looper? Because then we lost Vortex.
Aero Loopers aren't that bad. But that one,
that bad,
but
Volcano
but Anaconda's
bad.
trash.
Yeah,
Anaconda's trash though. Yeah, because they've removed so many coasters in the past few years, and I'm pretty sure they've done 5 in just the 2000s alone.
That is Cedar Fair's. That was their thing. They said a while ago. They said they were gonna start looking through their inventory and start cleaning out some that they see as non-essential anymore, such as Vortex and Firehawk, and apparently Volcano.
I feel like Volcano is a different issue that we just don't know about.
There probably is something, because if you're going to leave an Aero Looper and take out Volcano, there is most definitely something behind the scenes going on that we don't know. Volcano was probably a maintenance nightmare.
Yeah, because, it's an Intamin. Of course, it's a maintenance nightmare.
Yeah.
That's part of getting an Intamin. Okay, well, looking here, Hypersonic XLC was removed in 2008, and then...
I want to ride that.
Yeah, everybody needed that credit. And you know why it got removed? Because it was a prototype.
Oh, yeah, that too. They bought it straight off the testing facility.
Yeah.
And then
like a bunch of freaking idiots.
Okay. Or is it Fuji-Q? You got Dododonpa. And I
think it's Fuji-Q, yeah.
Is it? Oh, no, or is it Nagashima Spotland?
I don't remember. It's one of those two. Those are the 2 Japanese parts that matter, so.
Yeah.
Okay, so Hypersonic XLC closed in 2008. In 2015, Shockwave and Hurler both closed in the same year.
Dang,
and then in I don't know. And then in 2019, Volcano closed. So that's 4 in what, 11 years?
Yeah,
that's not a good track record.
I just feel like Cedar Fair is going to build up, and they're selling off and scrapping all these, and they've got something big in the works. I feel like Cedar Fair is going to come out next year or two and just be like, hey guys, we've got this awesome roller coaster, and we're going to put it at I don't know, Worlds of Fun.
No, they would. There's no way.
There's no way it's going to Worlds of Fun.
But no, that would be it's going to Michigan's Wonderland.
Yeah.
God, we could probably look through every Cedar Fair park and just see what needs to be axed, because there's probably a lot of them.
I would say, where is there? I don't know. We could do that, but not right now. Because again, our video is Gigas and Stratas and I guess Terras because we brought up Falcon's flight for a good 10 minutes.
We've brought up multiple things for a good 10 minutes. Half of this video is just talking
Yeah.
about aero suspendeds.
No, that's not half. This has been recording for about a half hour.
Okay, well,
It's still been
we
mostly
spent
on
like
topic.
6 minutes.
It's still been
talking about-
mostly on topic.
Yeah. Well, I mean, if you want to go into like Cedar Fair coasters that need to die, Grizzly at California's Great America comes to mind. People hate that
Yeah.
ride, but it has Railblazer, so we can forgive it.
I do need to write that. Okay.
You need to-
Okay. Okay.
yeah.
So
Back to topic.
back to topic. It's another question. Do you 100% completely honestly see RMC making a Giga at any time? A T-Rex, a Raptor, iBox? Do you see RMC coming out with a Giga?
I feel like RMC can't handle a Giga yet.
I feel like if they do it iBox, they can't, and if they do it Raptor, the track isn't big enough. But they have the T-Rex prototype, and no park has gotten a T-Rex yet. But I feel
How
like
big
once
is the T-Rex?
the T-Rex is just like a Raptor, except it can fit, I believe, 4 people across.
Ooh, wow, going for
It's-
quality there.
It's 3 or 4, and I feel like if once they get that T-Rex model down, then we're gonna see an RMC Giga in the T-Rex. And controversial, I believe whether it's the first Giga, whether it's a T-Rex Giga or not, I believe Kings Island. Hopefully it's a T-Rex Giga, but Kings Island is gonna get the first T-Rex model where Vortex used to be. They're either gonna get that or a
I
Gerstlauer.
could maybe see that happening.
Yeah, they're either gonna get that or break the record for most inversions and get a Gerstlauer Infinity in like 2023.
My issue with that is that I don't know if a T-Rex could go where Vortex was.
Maybe. I feel like they're gonna
I
need
don't know,
something
though.
small and compact.
I don't know. Well, space isn't an issue at Kings Island. They have land for days.
They've used like 60%. Like if you're talking about a park that hasn't used any of their land, I saw this video. It's like a Cedar Fair park, and it's like, oh my goodness, like Worlds of Fun only used like 14%.
Dude, I would say they've only used like 20% of their land.
Yeah, Worlds of Fun. They have so much potential to put some really good stuff at Worlds of Fun. I believe that
I
park has
have
the
like
most
a
potential.
weird likeness for Worlds of Fun, and I don't
I
know
wanna
why.
go.
Something about it just kind of looks like fun. It's
It really
weird.
does. I mean, it is a World of Fun, you know.
Yeah.
I
don't
feel like Worlds of Fun is the next park to get a Giga.
Worlds of Fun is not gonna get a Giga.
I feel like
there's no way.
Cedar Fair is going to announce 2021, maybe 2022. I said that backwards. 2022, maybe 2021. Cedar Fair is going to announce one of their obscure parks, like Michigan's Adventure or Worlds of Fun, is going to get a Giga. Because
it
like-
will be a snowy day in hell when Michigan's Adventure gets a Giga.
literally, because Michigan snows.
Well, he's clever.
Bad jokes.
No, there's no way. Okay, dude,
Maybe not
Worlds of
Michigan's
Fun
Adventure.
barely has a hyper.
They have a hyper?
Barely. Yeah, they have a Mamba.
Oh, they have Mamba?
Yeah, they have
I
Mamba.
forgot where Mamba was.
Which, I mean, it's D.H. Morgan. Talking about them again. I didn't think they would come up twice. Which I guarantee you, Mamba's probably the best ride at that park. Like, no
Oh,
contest.
totally. You're at Worlds of Fun. What do you expect? Like, Diamondbacks to be there?
Worlds of Fun, their coaster list isn't that bad. They have a Boomerang, they have Mamba, they have Prowler, which a lot of people
Don't they
really
have-
like.
Oh, here's a big one. Do you count Larson Loops as credits?
Larson Loops is not a credit. Don't ever come at me with a Larson Loop as
What
a
about
credit.
the Harley Quinn one?
No, that's not a credit. And
I believe that one actually uses gravity at a part. I believe it is on RCDB.
okay, well, are Larson Loops on RCDB?
I don't think so. If it's on
Good.
RCDB, it's a credit in my mind.
I'll give it to Harley Quinn, but I'm definitely not giving it to fucking Larson Loops.
I need to see Harley Quinn go first. I need to see if it really does use gravity. Because if it doesn't use gravity, it's not. No.
Everybody says that Harley Quinn runs really, really loud. Like, it's very loud,
Jeez. But
which doesn't surprise me because it's new, so.
yeah. Do you think Dollywood will ever get a Giga?
I could see that happening. I
'Cause
feel
they
like
have a-
Dollywood could handle that.
They have a hyper, right? Lightning Rod's hyper?
I
It's
think
built onto a
so.
mountain, so
Oh, say, well, I mean,
it's
that
weird.
might, that, well,
It
that
depends on the
goes
drop.
in, well, then if we're talking about building things off of stuff, you could go into, like, Golden Lasso being off the quarry at Six Flags, New Mexico.
I mean, in my opinion...
Or not New Mexico. Is it New Mexico? Fiesta, Texas. Fiesta, Texas. Yeah. That's the one.
Here's my thing. I feel if the roller coaster's drop is 300 feet, not the lift hill, but the drop, if that's 300 feet, it's a Giga. Right? It's the drop.
I would say so, yeah.
So, if we're talking drop, I feel like Lightning Rod... Let me look it up real quick, but I think Lightning Rod is actually a hyper. So we have right to talk about it.
I mean, if you say so.
Hold on, say stuff about like facts while I look this up.
There you go. Lightning Rod is not a hyper.
It's not.
No, it's 165.
And it's mostly powered, right?
I think so. That sounds about right.
Well, I've been to Pigeon Forge all the time. And
I've never been to Dollywood.
Yeah, I know. I've never been to Dollywood, but I go to like Gatlinburg and Pigeon Forge all the time. I don't really see how I haven't gotten around. I've told my parents next time we go, which might be this spring break, I'm like, we have to go to Dollywood. I need Lightning Rod as a credit.
So they have a good amount of credits.
They
yeah,
do.
It's 165. It's not a hyper.
Well, that sucks.
Close to a hyper, but not a hyper.
Very. You think Kentucky Kingdom will get... they're not going to get a Giga. I can tell you that because they are out of space. They had to actually get into a legal battle, which we're going to go into in another episode. They had to have a legal battle to open Kentucky Flyer, which is tiny.
That was stupid.
That was so stupid.
Stupid.
Dude, Kentucky State Fairgrounds is being super greedy over all that, and I live 5 minutes away from the park. So
we could go into an entire discussion about
the
weirdness
in another episode.
Kentucky Kingdom land and all that.
Oh, it's so weird. Like, I don't know.
Kentucky Kingdom's history is just kind of weird too.
That could be like a whole episode, is the history of Kentucky Kingdom, because there's no YouTube videos about it.
You know, there is. There's like Coaster Studios did one, right?
I don't think Coaster Studios did one. He did a video of him going, and I know El Toro Ryan did a video of him going too.
Wait, I need to find out.
Well, while you look that up, I believe once T3 is gone, they're gonna try and do something crazy, and I feel like they need it. They need a hyper. In my opinion, that's what needs to go. No, they can't.
But can they get a hyper?
If they get a hyper, it's gonna have to sprawl out across most of the park. Like
they don't have this. Yeah, and they don't have the space for that.
I mean, they might if it like goes like interlooping in, like crosses into the water park a little bit.
I feel like if they're really good, they can like manipulate their space well because Alton Towers is really.
Oh yeah. That. I feel like they will. I feel like if Kentucky Kingdom really wants to go, because they need that big budget ride. They need that one ride. It's like, holy cow, why does Kentucky Kingdom have this? It's like a high-level thrill ride.
Coaster Studios does have a Kentucky Kingdom documentary.
I need to watch that.
It's good.
Like, after I film this, I'm going to go watch it.
I was like 90% sure it existed. It was really good, yeah.
Yeah.
You should watch it.
I need to watch it.
He did a King's Dominion one, too, which that's his home park, so I kind of get that.
Yeah. I mean... It was really weird because with Kentucky Kingdom being a home park and it closing in 2009 and my home park suddenly switching to, I think it was either Holiday World or Kings Island. But
Kings Island.
I had never been to Kings Island.
You'd never been to Kings Island?
No, the first time I went was my 7th grade. I was in the 7th grade, and I'm a junior now.
Wow.
Yeah, because because my parents always said it was dirty because the last time they went was when it was under Paramount ownership, which...
Oh, God.
Paramount can't run an amusement park. Honestly, like, I'm glad they're done with that. Paramount sucked. But what I think is... I forgot what I was saying.
Something about how Paramount sucks, which is true.
Before that. Oh, wait. I remember. Paramount would have never done anything to try and get any type of big ride. The biggest they did was Son of Beast, and you saw how that ended. They took the risk. They fired the people that were working on it, and all of a sudden, people got brain hemorrhages on it. Coincidence?
I thought that happened. I thought that was happening in like 2009. Wasn't that 2009?
The debate wasn't, or like not a debate. The lawsuit was in '09 about the brain hemorrhages, but it happened earlier. They waited until it was closed for some reason.
I don't know. That's going into Kentucky or going into Son of Beast again could be an entire other episode.
Oh yeah, dude, totally. Like Son of Beast, like
Son of Beast is insane.
just some defunct roller coasters like Dragonfire. Oh my goodness, what I would have killed to rode that one.
I love Dragonfire.
And it sucks because there's another roller coaster. It's in my top 5. Like I wish I could have rode this. It's my definitely I wish I could have rode this. Like top 2. Number 1 would have been Dragonfire, but 2 would have been Great American Scream Machine or Son of Beast. One of those 2.
I feel I really like those, like just kind of like
The
that
loved
group of
ones.
aero loopers.
Yeah, or like the loved roller coasters that don't exist anymore, like Volcano
'Cause
and Big Bad Wolf
isn't
and
it
Great American Scream Machine.
isn't Great American Scream Machine, Shockwave, and Viper? Is that right?
I don't think so, because I remember when they came out with Great American Scream Machine, the roller coaster, like the whole thing of it, like they were dying. Like roller coasters were like not really a thing anymore, and parks weren't making much money. So it was a Six Flags. I forgot. I think it was Six Flags either. I think it was Six Flags Adventure. Because
Yeah, it
for
was
some
Great
reason,
Adventure.
yeah, Six Flags Great Adventure. They put
Yeah.
Great American Scream Machine there, and like all of a sudden, everyone was back into roller coasters, and roller coasters were the super big thing again.
Was it that, or were they still trying to recover from the haunted house fire?
One of those 2. Which when I was
It was
doing the
probably a
haunted houses,
combination of the two.
when I was doing the haunted houses at Kentucky Kingdom this year, I wasn't bothered, and then I saw smoke like from the fog machines, and I started freaking out because that fire came into mind, and I was like, oh god, I gotta get out of here.
Dude, there's been like 2 or 3 haunted house fires.
Yeah, the Kentucky Kingdom ones were good, but like, jeez, once I thought of that, I didn't go back into one. I'm like, I'm not dying today.
Have you heard of the Ghost Train fire?
No, I don't think so.
It was I think it was like this like mid '70s. It was at Luna Park, Sydney, and like the people went
Australia?
on this. Yeah, it was in Australia, and they went on this ride that was called like the Ghost Train or whatever. And there was like a huge fire, and like 10 people died.
Ooh.
Yeah, it was bad. And I was right about Great American Scream Machine. It gets grouped with Shockwave and Viper.
I do know something.
What?
Actually, I don't. I was asking you if you knew this. Have you seen the movie Final Destination?
I have not, surprisingly.
Really, I need to watch it too because there is a roller coaster scene.
Really?
Yeah. So,
I
do you
didn't
know
know
the
that.
purpose? Do you know what Final Destination is about?
Kinda, but refresh my memory.
So, in Final Destination, I believe what happens is I've never seen the movie, but what I believe happens is people like they get told how they're going to die, and they're going to get told like they die somehow, like doing something. And in Final Destination, people find out that they're going to die on a roller coaster, and I forgot the premise, but like something like that went down. I think that's kind of how it was. I knew people knew how they were gonna die, but when they were riding the roller coaster on Final Destination, and I believe this is also a reason why you're not allowed to film POVs yourself on roller coasters, because they were going on in the movie. They were going on an invert. They were going up a loop, or something weird like that, and this dude had his camera out and he was pointing it at a girl and he was asking her to do something inappropriate, which I will not go into. If you want to know, look up the scene. And he dropped the camera, and the camera had a neck strap around it, and it wrapped around the track somehow. And when the roller coaster went over that part of the track, it derailed the coaster, and everyone on the train died. And not everyone. I don't think it was everyone. I don't even know if that one was Final Destination. I saw that clip. I think that one was. But I also know in Final Destination, there was a broken piece of track at the roller coaster part, and the guy like jumped off. He went through the broken part, and it was like brutal. Like I've seen the scenes. Like if anyone's interested, they could go look it up. It's a Final Destination roller coaster scene. It's freaky. It's really freaky. I believe that's why my cousin won't ride roller coasters is because she saw that movie and she's like, no way.
I have so many issues with that.
There's so many, like, how on earth does the camera wrap around the the train tracks? Like, what?
Okay, that I can maybe believe. How is that going to derail the coaster?
When they went over it, somehow the wheels derailed, and it's like if you're
No,
using,
there's
it's
just
a
no
coaster
way.
that inverts, so it uses the typical 3 wheels, 1 on the side, 2 on top and bottom. There's no way.
Yeah, that just wouldn't happen. Have you seen the movie, like, named Roller Coaster?
No, I don't think so.
I think it's from, like, I need to look. I'm pretty sure it's from, like, the 70s, though, and it's about, like, some dude, like, some bomb, like, a guy with a bomb, and he just goes to different theme parks, and he's like, if you don't give me money, I'm going to blow up your roller coaster.
Oh. Oh, we're getting.
Yeah,
We are getting severely off topic. We're talking about movies now.
I think. Well, I
Off
don't
topic
know.
is
I don't think that
good.
movie. I don't think that movie did like super well.
Yeah, I could tell it wouldn't. That doesn't sound really interesting. But my
Yeah, because
question was, my
I thi-
question about
it
Final
got it got a
Destination.
58 on Rotten Tomatoes. So
Holy cow! But my
yeah.
question.
Oh.
What?
Keep going. Keep going. You're good.
Okay, so my question was the roller coaster scene in Final Destination. I want to know the stats on that roller coaster. I want to
It
know if
must
it was.
be insane if it killed people.
Must have been a Giga.
Maybe. Who knows?
I need that credit.
Jesus.
Oh my goodness! Hold on. I'm gonna look up if that's actually a real coaster, and if it is, we gotta book tickets. We gotta book a plane ticket. Why on earth? Oh well.
Just gotta go right now.
Yeah.
Okay, I need to send you. You need to look at this picture. Wait, let me send it to you. You need to look at that.
Hold on. Say something, Jack, while I'm looking this up. This is a weird, awkward silence.
Uh.
It was in Final Destination 3.
The coaster. What was the name of the coaster and where is it? What are its stats?
I'm looking it up.
These are all things we need to know.
It was called Devil's Flight.
That's such a
It was in McKinley, Pennsylvania.
Six Flags. Kinley, Pennsylvania. I need to look that up. Let's see what it is. It's showing up as a corkscrew for some reason.
It looks like it, or it looks like a looper.
No, it was a corkscrew.
It was a corkscrew.
Yeah, it was also in Diary of a Wimpy Kid Dog Days.
So it's a real coaster?
Yeah, but it's not there anymore. It has been sold to an unannounced purchaser. So we gotta go track that guy down, beat him up, and then get it for ourselves. Did you look at that picture, by the way?
Not yet. Hold on. Did you send it over Discord?
Yeah.
They're saying if that roller coaster was real, it would have set all kinds of records. Because they CG'd parts of it. It's a a standard Vekoma with Byron curve and double corkscrews. Is relocated from Bulbo Island, where it's known as Screamer. Or Boblo Island.
That's weird. That's really weird. I say, why did they go like we're gonna put a roller coaster in this movie? Let's put a corkscrew in.
We gotta go find where that was and we gotta ride it.
I told you it got removed.
What the heck is that?
That is a camera attached to the front of a roller coaster car that was used in that movie Roller Coaster.
Oh my goodness.
That thing is massive.
Jeez. Alright, so we're coming up on an hour, so I feel like we should wrap this up.
Yeah.
So
the most off-topic podcast ever.
Oh, totally, dude. Next one we gotta be more on game about being on topic. But
well, I think in a lot of podcasts sometimes you just kind of have to go off topic. That's just kind of part of it.
Yeah, I mean we got really off topic while staying on the topic of roller coasters.
True. But it was primarily about Gigas.
Gigas and Stratas. The funniest things, we talked in class about this for like 30 minutes. We're like, oh, we got to do this idea for the podcast. And then we came in and we're like, oh, you know that roller coaster, the Arrow Looper? I was like, why are we talking about this? We need to be talking about Gigas and Stratas. Oh, but the Arrow Suspendeds. Oh, yeah, you're right. Oh, did you know this about Kentucky Kingdom? Like, geez. I think I'm mainly at fault for that.
And then we had that little bit where we gushed over Worlds of Fun.
Oh my goodness! I love Worlds of Fun. I need to go one day.
Worlds of Fun is great.
Worlds of Fun is the best park in the world.
I don't know what it is, but it just feels like magical.
Worlds of Fun feels like it. It feels right.
Yeah. It makes my heart happy.
I have a vlog channel. It's not really a vlog channel. It's my personal YouTube channel, Nick Bentley. we're gonna book a trip to Worlds of Fun. And
I would totally go to Worlds of Fun with you.
dude, yes, we need
Yes,
to book
please.
it. We need to book it.
I think another reason I like Worlds of Fun a lot is because it was one of the parks that had a interlocked loop.
How on earth are we back to Worlds of Fun?
Okay, it's Worlds of Fun time. Okay.
Okay,
We gave
yes.
we gave the Stratas their time.
We gave the Gigas and Stratas all the attention they need, but I'm gonna ask one more question about Gigas and Stratas, and then we're gonna wrap this up.
All right,
Do
go
you
on.
think Worlds of Fun is gonna get a Giga or a Strata or even a Hyper? Oh, they
I
have a
hope
Hyper.
so. They have a hyper.
All right, so do you
Dude,
think
I
it'll
hope
get a
so.
Giga eventually?
I hope so. All I know is that now the mascot park for this podcast is Worlds of Fun. Like, it just
Yes.
has to be.
Yes, that's gonna be our banner picture. We're making it Worlds of Fun.
Yeah,
Well,
that was
100%.
literally one of the only parks that had interlocked loops besides
Yes.
Loch Ness Monster.
Yes, it does have that, but people are
Well,
gonna.
it doesn't have it. It doesn't have it anymore, but it had it.
Loch Ness Monster or Worlds of Fun?
Worlds of Fun,
It
because
doesn't
they
have
had
it
Orient
anymore?
Express. No, it's gone. It's been gone since like 03.
No.
Yeah.
I wish I knew more about that. But people are gonna go to our
It's been-
channel and they're gonna see the Worlds
Yeah.
of Fun banner and they're gonna be like, okay, what?
You know what? I just remembered.
You have
Worlds of Fun had the first stand-up in the entire Western Hemisphere, according to Wikipedia.
Huh. Okay, now we really need to go to Worlds of Fun.
Yeah, well, it's not there anymore.
Doesn't matter. I'm gonna get a Worlds of Fun hoodie. And
Yeah, we're just gonna rep Worlds of Fun. That's all we're gonna do now.
yes, Worlds of Fun. That is the park we're gonna rep, even though it is nowhere. Actually, it is kind of near our home
It's
park.
kind
on
of
a
near
border
us.
state.
It's kind of near us. We could. It wouldn't be that bad.
It's
We could probably
feasible.
stop in Six Flags St. Louis on the way there.
We'd stop at a lot of places.
Yeah, we'd stop at like 15 places. Wait, I need to find out like one last thing about Worlds of Fun before we leave out.
Okay.
It's important.
What is it?
It's I gotta find out about that stand-up because I know it was weird.
See, honestly, I feel like the stand-up coaster model is almost completely dead. I believe.
Oh yeah, it's dead.
I only know of like one stand-up coaster, and it's Green Lantern, which used to be Chang. And
I know of a couple.
I need to.
You didn't. Georgia Scorcher comes to mind.
Yeah. Rougarou, I know that used to be a stand-up. I forgot.
Dude, Rougarou sucks so bad. I hate Rougarou.
I remember when it was first coming out, they were promoting like Rougarou, a floorless roller coaster, and I'm like, whoa, how does that work?
And they're like, it's a new coaster, and no, it's not.
I was like 8 years old.
Was Rougarou that long ago?
Yes, Rougarou was forever
I thought Rougarou
ago.
was like 2015.
No, I don't think so. I think I was only like 8 years old. No, wait, hold on.
Are you sure? I'm pretty sure Rougarou is pretty recent.
Let's ask Siri because I really don't feel like opening up Google.
I'm already doing it.
How old is Rougarou?
You're not gonna get a concrete answer. Yeah, Rougarou was 2015.
It was 2015? Why did I think it was 8? Oh my goodness.
I don't
I'm
know.
tired.
But going back to the Worlds of Fun coaster, so they had a coaster that was named EXT, or no, it was named Scream Roller, and it was just like your average like looper or whatever. And then in 1983, they put stand-up trains on it and named it Extreme Roll.
Oh my goodness.
And it operated that way for a year. And then it was ruining the track, so they had to take the stand-up trains off and make it a sit-down again.
Hold on, I think this is a trivia question.
Ooh, I like the look of these trains. You need to see these trains. They look really good for Extreme
I
Roller.
do.
I'll send you a picture of them.
Okay, so they don't exist anymore. Or, not they don't exist, but there isn't one.
Isn't what?
Do you believe that Togo will ever make a Giga coaster? Not in the United States.
No,
God, not
hell
in the
no,
United
no,
States.
no, go God, no.
Togo's
do a
got some
hyper
good ones
correctly.
in Japan.
Yeah, they can't even. They can barely do a hyper.
Yeah, barely. Isn't
Yeah.
the Big Apple coaster, the renamed like 80 times coaster, like?
That's Togo.
Got it. All right. Big question time.
Why does the Extreme Roller trains look so good?
I don't know, but I have one.
All All right, go on.
I have the final closing question. This is the third one. I promise we're going to try and fix this. Trivia.
All right.
Tallest Giga.
It's not Fury, right?
It is not Fury.
Is it in America?
I don't think so.
No? Is it? It's probably in like some European park, right?
It is in a European park.
Which country in Europe?
If I say it's going to give it away.
You don't know that.
I do.
Just do it.
Ferrari Land.
Oh.
It's Red Force.
Okay. I thought so.
I didn't know
I was thinking
this.
Formula Rossa for a second.
Okay.
How tall is it?
367 feet.
Jesus Christ.
Yeah, well, Top Thrill Dragster is 420 feet. Okay.
Is it? Yeah, it's 420.
All right, if we're talking, I have one last question. Geez, I'm really bad at this, but now that I'm on this page, I can't help but look it up. But if you believe, what do you believe? Like, all right, I need to reword this better. If we're talking Gigas, not Stratas, because if we're talking Stratas, the answer would be obvious. But if we're talking just Gigas that are operating right now, who do you think has the most Giga coasters open?
I don't think it's Cedar Point.
I mean the manufacturer.
Oh,
Cedar
B&M.
Point does.
No, Intamin. It's Intamin.
It is Intamin. They have 3. Millennium Force, Intimidator 305, and a Red Force.
I didn't know Intamin did Red Force.
Yes, Intamin did Red Force because it's the same coaster, just smaller, as Top Thrill Dragster and King Ka. So if we're talking above 300 feet, Intamin has 5. Now,
they're insane, dude.
Here's something that's going to throw you off. Final point of this video, or this podcast. What company made Steel Dragon 2000?
God, it's some Japanese. It's Togo. It's Togo, isn't it?
I just said Togo does not have any Giga coasters.
Is Steel Dragon a Giga?
Steel Dragon is a Giga at 318 feet.
It's some weird Japanese company, right?
It was not the first Giga. First Giga was actually Millennium Force.
I know that,
close.
But what is it? Some like weird Japanese company?
I don't think so. Actually, I need to click on it because it doesn't look like it's Japanese.
I don't think it's Intamin.
They are most definitely not Japanese. I am really shocked that they built that.
No way.
What?
Morgan?
It's Morgan.
Again? Dude, we've talked about them
Morgan's
like 3
kind
times.
of like sneaky coming up. Like, and they're from California. I looked at their Wikipedia page. They're from California. So I'm thinking, why would they build their Giga in Japan? But hey, they got a killer Giga.
I didn't know Morgan like did that much stuff.
I mean, they had the world's tallest roller coaster, world's tallest and longest roller coaster, for 10 years.
Are they the new like official like roller coaster creator of this channel?
No, we're not gonna have one of those yet.
No,
we're not gonna take sides in that battle.
I don't know.
But Worlds of Fun is the best park in the world.
I would say I'm fine if we love Worlds of Fun and more.
Worlds of Fun is awesome.
All right, we'll save Morgan for another time.
We went an hour.
That's not bad.
It's not bad for our first one, but it also might be a little long for our first one because I've seen some of the first ones only go 30 minutes. But
sometimes you got to be ambitious.
Uniqueness. I don't think there's probably another roller coaster podcast. I don't really see them though.
I don't know. I guess we'll find out.
We will find out because if there isn't, then we should blow up.
Yeah, and we're great, and everybody else sucks.
If you're watching on YouTube, remember to subscribe. If you're listening from I'm going to try and get it on Apple Podcasts. If I don't, I'm going to sound like an idiot right now. But if you're watching on there, I think you can subscribe on Apple Podcasts. So do that.
He never did. No, I'm just kidding. Yeah, you should subscribe.
You should subscribe no matter what you're on, because we're going to come out with some more great content. I think we're going to try at least weekly, right?
That's the goal, yeah.
Weekly. We've had this channel for like how many? Like 2 months, and we're finally getting around to doing something.
Yeah, we're a little slow.
Yeah, because I mean, you have a video. Like, you have the script written out for a video. What happened to that?
I forgot to record it. Like, I was doing it, and it just went kind of weird. Mm-hmm. But there is a King Cobra video in the works.
Maybe if we decide to go that route.
Maybe.
We might just stick with
I
just
don't know.
podcasts.
Podcasts work really well.
Yeah, I like this.
All right.
So
Yeah.
thank you all for watching. There goes the storage on my computer. Subscribe.
Ooh.
Or
All right,
listening.
Yeah, subscribe. See you later.
For listening. All right.
Listen.
Bye. Bye now.
Bye. Yeah.